You've heard of the Tour de France, but have you ever heard of the Tour de French Tech? Of course not. I made it up.
Rain continued throughout the prologue and the big names came and went, but they couldn't reach the time set by Giron, who had never won a time trial in his career. After a long wait while the farce was enacted, Jackie Giron was confirmed as the first yellow jersey of the Tour.
We continue our journey across the south through Occitanie, or for my American friends, Occitane, like the bath and beauty shop you've seen at the mall. This large region in the south central part of France is known for bearing delicious stone fruits, one third of France's total wine production, and Roquefort cheese. It also shares a border with Spain and Andorra to the south, across the Pyrenees mountain range, adding some Catalan influence into the mix. Toulouse, the region's capital, is France's fourth biggest city, and the surrounding area is home to what's known as Aerospace Valley. With the HQ for CNES, otherwise known as the French NASA, and Airbus, there's no shortage of defense companies and space tech brewing nearby. Let's have a look. Swile is our yellow jersey for three key reasons: founder experience, vision and market penetration, and dry powder. Swile describes itself as the card and app at the center of employee engagement, but their original charter was simple: disrupt the ticket resto system, a pillar of French work culture. I wrote a whole article on this, but the elevator pitch is simple. A common corporate benefit in France, like a 401k or commuter stipends in the US, is the ticket resto. Your employer matches your contribution, and you can use these tickets at local restaurants during lunch hour. In France, lunch is sacred, and meal tickets are highly valued. The only problem? They used to be all paper, like little checkbooks for your midday salad. Swile digitized this, and then some, driving benefits to all sides of the market: employees, employers, and restaurants. Here's why they are market leading. This isn't founder and CEO Loic Superan's first rodeo. He started and sold Teads, a video advertising marketplace, to the Dutch telecom giant Altice for over $300 million. His one regret at the time? Not focusing more on employee success. Now, it's his only mission. Swile is much more than a digital meal ticket. They have built the employee super app, enabling HR to run customer surveys, foster community and discussions, business travel reservations, and more. They've dominated in France with highly visible physical marketing campaigns. To date, they've raised €296 million, plenty of cash to weather the market turbulence and execute on this ambitious vision. Our red dotted jersey, Ascendance Flight Technologies, is building a low noise, low carbon emission vertical takeoff and landing vehicle. Say that 5 times fast. With 4x less noise and an 80% reduction in emissions, they've built an aircraft for the future of passenger travel, emergency services, sightseeing, and surveillance, capable of traveling 400 kilometers with a 10-minute turnaround time. Imagine one of those drones you see filming from above, and then scale it up to human size. That's ATIA, their first helicopter in production. Finally, we've got our green jersey, Sweep. By now, you're well aware of the climate crisis. It's currently 40 degrees across Europe. But you might not be familiar with all the startups hoping to solve the problem. Sweep is a carbon management platform for enterprises to track and reduce their greenhouse gas emissions. By combining company supply chain, climate regulation, and emissions target data, the platform helps centralize information and build a green strategy for enterprises seeking to transform their environmental practice. Their CEO, Rachel Delacour, is also a seasoned founder, having started and sold Beam Analytics to Zendesk in 2015. With nearly $100 million in funding and a recent capital injection from Coatue, they're well positioned to propel the carbon management market forward. To lose. To lose. To lose. No, do you know what? I think it's time to think positive. It's time to win. Next up, Nouvelle-Aquitaine. I'm pretty sure